Now, let's address the 80-20 elephant in the room. The polarized training principle espouses that 80% of your riding should be done at low intensity and 20% at high intensity. I'm not going to get into the pyramidal versus polarized debate here, but I will say that 80-20 tends to be a pretty reliable guideline for moderate to high volume riders in this phase of training. There's only so much intensity the body can absorb per week. So if you're riding 5 to 6 days per week with endurance work and interval recoveries, you'll almost invariably end up somewhere in that range of 80-20. So if you're riding 10 hours per week, that's about 2 hours at intensity, not just 2 hours of total workout time on those intensity days. Doing the fat math is a pretty good way of getting a sense check for your balance at this time of the year. In your base season, you might have been at 90-10 or even 95-5, but now it's time to step things up. Now, if you're in that 4 to 6 hour range, that's where things get a little bit more fuzzy. At lower volumes, you can afford to spend a greater percentage of your time at higher intensities, as long as you're still including sufficient aerobic work. The truth is, when you've got more built-in recovery simply because you're riding less, you can hit intensity a little bit more often without overloading the system. This might mean 30 to 40% of your training spent at threshold VO2 max or anaerobic workloads, and that's okay. The key is to avoid swinging way too far the other way and turning every ride into an interval fest. That's not high performance, that's unsustainable.